check. 1, 2. This is the Chu Down Show with Chuy Gomez. Chuy Gomez.
Let's get started, shall we?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm in Vallejo, California right about now, home of major artists like Confunction, Her, E40, Mac Dre, Baby Bash. But if my directions got me right, as I'm looking at my map, this dude is buzzing like static, and we about to go talk to LaRussell. So let's see what's going on with the good peeps here. All right? It's not every day we get to eat in the backyard, but today we are blessed to hang out with LaRussell.
Come on.
What's up, baby boy?
What's happening?
Man, it is amazing to see your growth come along, brother. I mean, you are definitely on fire, and it's a fire you created from little smolders of heat. How does that feel, brother?
It feel good. It feel good, man. I'm back here with Chuy Gomez. You hear me?
In your
And
home.
so in my home, and something we built. You feel me? Like this was all just dirt and rocks, and to be what we sitting on now, it's incredible.
But I mean, this journey, like, at what point in your life did you say, I want to create something. I don't want to be a part of something, but I want to create something, because you created your own space. Now, we love the independency of the Bay Area. We've all seen independent artists do the things.
Right.
But for you to build something, how did that fire begin?
This all started with me booking my own shows, being independent and trying to find venues to accept my show and what I wanted to build. And that's difficult to do early on when you're not selling hundreds of tickets and people don't believe in your vision, and you the little indie kid from Vallejo who no one knows. So I got a lot of negativity in doing that. And I got tired of asking somebody for permission to do what I wanted to do with my life and my career. So I built this, so I don't got to ask for permission no more. When things come like this and they say, hey, I want to do this thing with you, I can say, come to my home. Like it allowed me to now extend the olive branch to another creative and to my team to be able to cultivate something of their own.
Now, as you've created this and brought it to your home, that's a big thing to do, to allow people in your space, because this is your comfort zone. This is where you kick your shoes off.
Yeah.
You walk around in your drawers.
Yeah.
And to now allow people in your space, where does that put you at ease? Like, now people know where you lay your head at.
To me now it's even more of a protected space than it's ever been. There's a certain value of respect that comes from when a fan who admires you gets to enter a space where they know your family is and you grew at, and it's a certain level of just energy that resonates here, and it becomes a protected space. Like, you can't come here and do nothing, like the community, this space means too much to the community.
And I always say, we all we got, so we got to look out for each other. And I see that that's very well, entwined in the neighborhood, because as we pulled in, people are like, it's like, we don't see that car. Whose car is, what I'm saying? So that is a beautiful thing, that you guys look out for each other here. Now, as a youngster growing up, since there were so many artists out of Vallejo, were you listening to them, or what were you listening to as a youngster?
Of course, Dre and 40, coming out the V, and everybody who was in the Thea's Nation wave. But I had an expansive palette. My pops was selling DVDs and CDs for a long time, so I had access to unlimited music. We used to have a spool, and I would just go in and pull CDs and find, like, that's how I found In a Major Way. Like, going through the CD spool, and I pulled out, and I used to pick the ones I wanted to hear by the album cover. And the cover was like, as a kid, that cover hits you like, what is this? And popping that in, but yeah, I just had a insane palette of music that I could explore.
So something that somebody tuning in right now would not expect for you to say, I mess with that. What's an artist or a group that you just like find relief, sanity, calmness in? What do you pop in when you're not listening to rap and want to get turned up?
if I want to get turned up, I'm listening to rap. But if I'm just like on my chill wave, um, Aloe Black, Mr. Probs, Wave. He got a song called Wave After Wave. I really love. There's a song called All Yourn by Tyler Childers that I really like too. But yeah, I be like all over music. You know, I seldomly listen to rap.
It's funny. We had that conversation on the way here. Said, "What do you listen to?" I said, "For me, I like to listen to '80s funk and soul." So for me, listening to, Gap Band, Confunction,
Yeah,
listening to, Luther Vandross, it's just a soothing
yeah,
space for me, and I don't have to tell anybody this is me because they know me. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
And this is where I'm at in a nice zone.
Yeah.
And so it's just funny when people just see you and assume something. Or
Mhm.
they watch you on TV and they're like, "Oh, that's the hip hop guy because he's on KMEL." I did 20 years of KMEL, so
Yeah. Right.
I'm the hip hop guy. No, I'm the oldies guy. I'm the funk guy. I'm the R&B guy. I
Mm.
love music. I listen to a ton of Mexican regional music. So me going home and listening to Ramon Ayala or Los Tigres del Norte, the people like, "You like that?"
Right.
Yeah, that's what my mama brought me
Right.
up on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny when people just paint a picture on their own of you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So as you're going through life now and you've discovered you found yourself, because sometimes it takes a long time for somebody to
Yeah.
find themselves. Now you're in your comfort zone. You found yourself. You know what you like. Who do you want to see yourself maybe collabing with on something that you haven't reached out to or they haven't reached out to you?
Charlie Wilson.
Hey,
That's my
it's
that's
funny.
my that's my number one right
Right? Right?
now. Charlie
Okay.
Wilson.
Nice.
That's the only one we're going for. I'm a big fan of music in general and a lot of people, but Charlie is the one that is like, I have to get that one.
You're listening
You
to
know, we
Outstanding
did
on the
a
way
we
here.
did
Yeah.
a we made a record with Montel Jordan back here
Mm-hmm.
in his backyard. And I was taking my daughter to school the other day, and This Is How We Do It came on. And I just had a moment where it was like, man, I have a record with the man who made this song that means so much to my childhood. And I own it, and my family owns royalties in it, and my team. Like, that was such a special moment. So, like, those artists, the legacy acts that just I grew up hearing, those are the ones that really mean the most to me. But Charlie Wilson is the one. Like, we get Uncle Charlie. I'm done. I did
Right.
my thing.
Right. That's awesome, man. So here in your space, man, do you like get a chance to just relax at this point, or is it just a heavy grind because you're still not where you want to be?
Yeah, I'm not really in relax mode yet. You know, I'm still hustling. There's so much more I want to do and build, and I want for my family and my team and my people. So I'm not in that relax mode yet. You know, I'm still after it.
Good, man. Chase it, man, because we are definitely supporting your movement, man. We love what you're doing. I love the fact that you brought some of the OGs through here. With Richie Rich being through here. I saw Snow the Product
Spice
earlier,
One.
popped in Spice One.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of these guys, we had a good part in the '90s when I was,
Yeah.
doing our thing, and so it was awesome then to see what was happening. But it also, I love the fact that the new generation is like tapping in with the likes of
Mm.
Pilo and I Am Sue and yourself, just building their own lanes
Yeah.
and carving out their space in history at this point. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. What's something that the folks don't know about you that you care to share that maybe you had never really thought about sharing about yourself? Because you've given a lot of yourself.
Yeah. If I didn't think to share it, then it probably wasn't to be shared.
Right.
You know, I share a lot of
You
my
do.
life and what I do and my experience. So anything that's unshared just ain't for them niggas to know.
And that's funny you said that because as we were talking on the way here, we're just kind of collabing and talking about different things, life and music, and we're listening to some of your stuff, and we're just going through it, and it's like, when you're sort of vulnerable, when you give so much of yourself,
Mm.
it's like even with myself, like I've been around for over 30 years in this music business. You know what I'm saying? So people get to know you and your Uncle Chuy.
Yeah.
It's like you're not the guy from the radio. Now you're the guy.
Your
That,
family.
your family.
Yep.
And you being on both CMC on TV for 30 years, being on KNL and now 102 Jams and just doing my thing. I've always been where the people are at because I
Mhm.
think I am the people. The people are me
Yeah.
because we are one. And with that being said, it's like, people are getting to think that you're like the neighbor,
Cousin.
the cousin. You know, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
they feel like, you know, you guys kind of grew up together or
Right.
whatever it may be, and they, you know, and you've given so much of yourself.
Mm.
Does that feel weird for people to walk up to you and say, LaRussell, oh hey, come
Right.
me, oh my. Does that feel weird to you? Or no, not anymore?
You know, I've adjusted. I've acclimated myself to fame in a way I never thought. Giuliano,
Yes, sir.
Got
this
the
Chef
goodie.
Jules.
Giuliano.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What we got,
We
Jules?
got some Cali style lobster rolls.
Ooh.
And
No way, no way. We're gonna dip into this in a hot minute. But let's continue the conversation, my brother, because you know, as you are telling me, you know, it's become now.
Yeah, you know, I've adjusted to it, but it's still those moments where it's like I gotta remind people that I'm a human and I'm not whatever the fuck you see in your head and in your mind when you see me, I'm not that. I'm just me. You know, because there's a hysteria that it creates sometimes. Like I've had a guy literally do the most and I had to like remind him and he told me after he said, you know, that has never happened to me. Like that's how excited I was to me. Like I lost it. Like that has never happened to me as a human. And I'm empathetic to those situations because I know what that could be like. I never met a famous person or a person even successful when I was growing up, you know. So to have someone in front of you that's me, that'll shake your hand and hug you and talk to you, it could be just a crazy experience.
No, it can be because, and that's what I'm saying, because it's weird as a human being. You and I, we're walking down the street, and whether you've seen me on TV or heard me on the radio, or you saw me sitting next to LaRussell, it's like, you know, you get almost a superhero
Yeah.
persona,
Yeah.
which you're not.
Right.
You know, you and I are still just regular old human beings. And
Right.
it's like I tell people that, yo, I'm just like you. I eat and poop just like you,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I love the fact that they acknowledge you. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. And the only thing I put a hold on is like, if I'm having a meal with my family, please don't interrupt that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of awkward. You're sitting at, you know, Denny's or you're sitting at
Yeah.
Red Lobsters or wherever you're sitting at, and you're about to have you a nice meal. Here comes somebody tapping the back. Can I take a picture?
Right.
See, I'm sitting with my family, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's got to be a little bit of respect there, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because, like I say, I understand where people be. You know, it's like a once in a lifetime thing. You know, so I'm always kids. I always give the pass. Adults is like, bro.
Yeah, you
You'll
know
be
better.
alright.
Yeah, you know better.
You'll
Come
be
on, you
alright.
know better, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything we should talk about that's coming up with LaRussell?
Lil Jon album on the way.
Word?
Yeah.
The whole album?
Come on, man.
Produced by?
Super Bowl.
What?
You know, Lil Jon has made some of our biggest hits out the region, and he gave Too Short, you know, a new life, and 40 a new life, and he's about to give LaRussell a new life too.
Wow.
And we got a really special project that's just, man, it's that feeling, it's that sound that we came up on, and that energy and the love and the fun. But it's like, man, it's just different this time. It's even grander because I'm in a different position than, you know, both they were in during that era, and just where we at in the world, like it's necessary. So yeah, me and Lil Jon on the way.
So stay tapped in, connect. LaRussell, it's love. Thank you for allowing us in your house, my brother.
Come on.
This grub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get in on this.
These chips homemade.
Ooh.
Like Jules make it himself.
It's got bacon in here with the crab and the lobster.